Hello and welcome to Songs of Syx. As you can see from the title, you're questioning whether or not you'd like to buy Songs of Syx, and I am going to answer that. Very simply, yes. Yes, of course. The demo is free. I get a lot of comments on my channel asking, is it worth buying this game? Is it worth buying the game? You don't have to buy the game. You can just go get the demo. It's free on Steam. Go check it out. I will have a link in the description, so be sure to click it. You can go in there and you can just download the demo and play it for free. It's not the exact same version as what I'm playing, but it's very close, very close. And based off the demo, you can decide for yourself if you'd like to purchase. But I'm going to be going over the pros and cons of Songs of Syx as a whole. Having played this many hours, I have quite a bit of time in this game. And to be honest, it's never occurred to me that I spent money on this game and wasted any of that money. It never ever bothered me that I had to spend, I think it was maybe $20 at the time when I purchased it. And now it is $25 the last time I checked. It will be on screen. All of this stuff I will be magically editing into the video with my wizard powers, my Dundarian powers. And as you can see, this city that I kind of showed off in the background here is my Dundarian / Cantor series city. It's amazing. This game is truly beautiful. We're in the north, and there is a hemisphere section. There's temperate, cold, and warm biomes. There's all kinds of unique decorations. You can see There are different places for people to get food. There's also unique places for people to get items to live with, like furniture. They have places to train troops, courts, jails, dungeons, stages, as well as beautiful wells, not guard posts, but speakers. Those little guys in the middle. We have temples, and the housing is very unique. You could choose three different sizes of house. This one is the largest, and it fits 18 people. You can see that I have the Cantors. These are the largest and the most amazing race in Songs of Syx. They are giants. There is just a lot of lore, a lot of fun stuff to get into. These little spider people are called Argonosh, and they are not free people. I have captured them, and they work for me for free. So there's that. I won't use the word because YouTube won't like me if I do. But yeah, they are that. And we have all kinds of other races of people, or species, as you like to refer to them. Cretonians, Garthimes, humans, Amevians, which are a new modded race that was added by the dev, Talapis, and then those two that I mentioned, Argonosh. There are a ton of features to the game already, and this isn't even the full build. This is an early access build. You can see I'm saving in the background for that reason, just in case it crashes. But that was from when I was testing in alpha. So I'm active in the community, pretty active, and it's just one dev. So I saw a relatively negative comment and I left it up. I'm not going to put it up as I don't want to shame that person, but they said that Jake the dev is a greedy person, and honestly, no, they're not. He gives out all of this update for free. So these canals and all of this pool stuff is brand new and was just added into the game. The pools and canals add fertility, as well as just allow you to put sewers and baths like throughout the city. Like this is a bathhouse here. We have some pools over here, and people can take a bath. They clean themselves off in here. We have stages arenas for people to fight in, and all kinds of walls you can build. There's wooden walls, and then there's middle stone walls. There's administration. You have an embassy building. So there's types of buildings that allow you to have diplomacy. There's knowledge. So there's a tech tree system. If I go into here, there's technology. There's a very wide variety of technology that you can get into, and there's suspected to be a lot more in the future. So currently we're only about halfway through the game's development stage. I'd say that there's probably a lot more years to go, and this being an early access game, I definitely think it's worth what you're spending. The overall feeling of the game is polished extremely well. There's no issues that ever occur. There's no major game-breaking bugs. There's nothing that like really makes you say, "Oh, wow." The only issues that I see people ever get into, and we also have to mention the thousands of different types of workshops, or rather, there's 12, I think, different types of crafting and 6 different types of refinery buildings. So there's a lot of different types of refining and crafting that you can do. There's warehouses that show individual pixels for the items that are being created. So you can see in here, this appears to have the wrong stuff, but it's kind of a little far. I'd like to have another warehouse probably over here with this is grain and coal, and it's being used to create bread. And you can see the bread storage in the middle is full, so these guys aren't working and the bread is not getting dispensed. But we have full bread anyway, so it's kind of hard. You can see this guy's taking a bunch of bread there. And that's kind of the beauty of Songs of Syx as a whole. Everything works as it should. And as a city builder, it is the best city builder I've ever played. When it comes to war and kind of the overworld faction stuff, it can be manipulated pretty well, but I think that Jake the dev is also really good at working the systems on the world map to make it challenging for the player but also rewarding. So I have the most massive kingdom of this whole pink region. This is basically because I manipulated the system, and I don't really want to go over. You can watch my series if you want to know how I manipulated it and got to where I am, but I think that it's kind of a cheat, and that is one of the cons against the game that you can kind of cheat the system if you're smart and you know how to work the money. Sorry for the quick cut. Another one of the cons would be that archery can be a little busted for certain players. Certain people dislike archery as a whole. They think that it can be too much of the focus of an army, and melee units get a little less focus. In my personal opinion, it's best to train melee units to also be bowmen, so that they aren't useless when it comes to being attacked by bows. I kind of find a middle ground for whenever I face a problem in Songs of Syx, because I think there's two mentalities. You can blame the dev for problems, or you can blame yourself. One problem I will say is a definite con is peace, and options like peace treaties, diplomacy in general, is a little weird. So if I look at this peace treaty, we are winning this war, and the guy really wants us to give every single resource we have. And if I decline, it'll anger him, quote unquote. If I accept, I lose everything I have, and also I gain nothing. So in these situations, you can literally just ignore the request and simply do nothing. You could make him angry, and you could do it for no reason, or if you plan to be his friend later on, or you could just sit here and beat them up like I am. I have two armies, one army besieging him here and one army besieging him here, and his army, this is either a bug or just a weird issue with armies in general. The army of a capital will go to the capital and protect specifically the capital. I believe if they had a secondary army that they would likely send that army to you. It is not always the case that they won't send that army out. I have seen them send an army out, but for the most part they will protect their capital. I think that maybe they expect you to run out of money when it comes to besieging them with a mercenary army. I have two mercenary armies with 24,000 and 44,000. Both of them cost me quite a bit of money per day, and I'm just spending it to besiege these guys with mercenaries. How do I maintain that? I just simply go to one of my very wealthy neighbors who's a friend, and I sell them everything I own. So, not everything, usually the war loot that I've gained from the battles with that group. So, for example, I have a lot of spare resources of a specific caliber. Like, these are things that I might keep because the swords are useful for upgrading buildings and stuff like that. But something that I've got a ton of that I know I don't care about, like that, stuff like that, you know, just I will go and sell a bunch, and you can gain quite a bit of money just by selling resources like this. You see, that's $750,000. And then you just type it in like that, and then you'll get money from them. Although this guy lost his opinion of me, it's only because I have more money, and he doesn't like that I have a lot of money. So that's another negative. So you could be a peaceful faction and have simply just a lot of money, but your neighbors will get mad at you just because of that. Very weird things that do have to be worked on. I think that Jake will probably address them later down the line, but as it stands, Songs of Syx is perfect. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to go check out the demo for yourself if you like, and be sure to subscribe too. I know a lot of people are going to probably watch this video and not subscribe, so if you subscribe and I reach 1,000 before my birthday in February, that would be amazing. That would be the only birthday gift I need. And special thank you to all the people who do subscribe. There are definitely a lot of people who do. I leave these messages in here for the future because sometimes I know people forget. I do myself, so I appreciate it. It helps these videos. It helps me put together more edited videos and have more time for that stuff. And hopefully one day the ads you have to watch, they go towards me, not YouTube. A little bit, something, you know. Oh man, look at that hunk of monk. Oh yeah, you lay down. That's a booty right there. That's a booty. Yeah, he's gonna lay down with him. It's getting hot and steamy, and oh, he's leaving. It got kind of awkward. And then a bunch of dirty people. Oh, God. Ooh. That's how you like to get... Oh, God! Oh, Jesus! That's how you like to get down there. That's how you like to get down there, man.